Hi, my dears. I'm Ash of MoonZoul Magic, and I'm here this month for the month of July for you Aries folks, helping out Marion. And I feel delighted to be able to come to you today and offer you the Aries monthly reading. It's a poignant time, I think, for Aries signs. There's so much happening in the skies that's really important, that's going to be really changing in ways that I think can be really, really powerful in our lives. So I am an Aries moon, so I feel a lot of connection to Aries, but this reading will be specifically for those who are Aries moon, sun, and rising. So I've decided to use my Moonchild Shadow Edition tarot deck. And I think the images in this deck are just beautiful and have such a beautiful imagery and resonance, and I just hope that they will speak to whoever is called and drawn to this reading. We already have some cards kind of flying out here, so the cards are talking today. So while I'm shuffling, you'd kind of be thinking about, just your month ahead, or even just some queries or questions that you have in your heart, just anything that's rising up for you right now, life situations that are feeling really pressing, or just narratives that are running within your life that, you need answers or just illumination around. And I will pull 3 cards, sort of loosely, just kind of a reading for the month, but even just kind of if there's any past or future energy that's just present right now and wants to speak, to give clarity on what's all happening. So, all right, I will show you the cards as I talk about them, but for now I'll just lay them to the side here. And like I said, I'm going to pull 3 cards for this reading. And you may resonate with all 3 of them. You may only resonate with one message, but I really think if you found this video, you are meant to find this video, and there will be a message for you in this video. So the very first card we have coming forward, let's see if I can get it, there we go, get it in focus here. Can't see my face as well. But this is the Queen of Cups, which is a really beautiful card, and it really speaks to an energy that is intuitive, that is feeling, that is sensing. And I find that curious coming up. Aries is a fire sign, but there's a way in which this Cancer month, Jupiter's just moved into Cancer, the sun's in Cancer, there's so much watery energy. And I think Aries can be a very intuitive sign. I don't always know that that is a common feeling that I have heard or felt from other people, but I definitely experienced that in my own experience. And with my beautiful Aries, I have a lot of Aries people that are very, very close friends. I can probably count on 2 hands, like all the people I know and just adore who are Aries suns. So I want you to tap into your intuitive abilities this month and really allow that to guide you. The Queen of Cups can really come up around trusting your inner knowing, trusting your inner self. If you're kind of feeling an instinctive reaction to something or someone or some direction you want to follow, to really go for that this month, or really adhere to that. Like if there's someone you're just feeling misaligned with, even, that it's okay to step back from them, or even, break off the relationship, or just really, really take a break from the relationship. There may be some guidance this month that feels like it's kind of inside of you, but it's like on the outside, you couldn't logically prove why you feel the way you do. But I think this month there's a real encouragement to trust your inner instincts and your inner knowings and your gut hunches, your intuition. That's a beautiful card to have come. I'll just show it to you one more time here. So, because sometimes there can be a feeling that comes through even as you look at the image of something, maybe it looks like someone or it even feels like some part of the card, some symbol in the card is really speaking to you. Oh, wow. And this is the card I have pulled next for you beautiful Aries folks. It's funny because when I was shuffling off camera, just getting the deck ready for this reading, this card flew out and I was like, oh, that's curious, and then here it is again. So this card is absolutely meant to speak to some of you, maybe a good many of you, but there are some big changes in the wings. This is a card, sometimes the title can get people like, the death card, but really it's more metaphorical death, and there can be very, very rare instances where it means an actual physical loss or change. But I would offer in this case, there really is a message, especially with where the planetary energy is for you Aries folks, that we are in a time of great change. And I think there is a great change that's coming into your life in a more personal way. If you found this reading, It may be a new job. I'm kind of feeling that for some of you, or if there's an offering for a new job, to kind of pursue it. Even if the job doesn't work out, there might be a way that it's guiding you to the next step or helping you meet someone that's very important for your path, for your future path. So really trust the shifts and changes that come in this month, even if they kind of take you by surprise or there's just something you didn't have on your radar. To really look into the things that are kind of unexpected or just kind of don't go in directions that you thought they would. Stay curious about them, because there's something that's trying to shift in your life right now in a really powerful way. And rather than resist it, or rather than just kind of, oh, well, I don't need to worry about that, or I don't want to look at that, or I don't need to pursue that right now because I've got all this stuff going on over here. I would offer that this card coming up says, stay curious about things that kind of come out of the blue or shift for you in ways that you didn't expect. Unexpected things will be meaningful this month for you. So, all right, and the very final card we have, sweet Aries, is the Six of Wands, which is a lovely card to have come up for you. And look at all the snake energy. We are in the year of the snake with Chinese astrology. I loosely follow that. I always kind of find it curious. And oops, now my card's going out of focus here. There we go. I want you to be able to get a good look at that card. But the Six of Wands is a really lovely card, and I think it balances the energies of the other two cards really beautifully. There's a way that this card is inviting you to look back, to sit there and consider where you've come from, and to even honor yourself for what you have done, what you've accomplished, where you have, survived even. I think sometimes we can really focus on our shortcomings, or really, especially I think for Aries, I think we can be hard on ourselves. I think sometimes Aries can have that energy of like, people perceive us to be go-getters and always conquering. And I think there's actually a really tender side to Aries where, we want to get it right. And we want to think that we're doing things in the way that we're supposed to, we're following the path that we're meant to follow. Which sounds funny coming from Aries, but I have experienced that in my own understanding, and just the beautiful Aries people I know, they really care. Aries people are very deeply caring and very passionate about those they love. And so there is that little weaving in there of, am I doing the things that I need to be doing? And this card really comes up when it's like, yes, you are doing well. Look back and see where you've come. Look where you've put yourself. Look at the decisions you've made that brought you to this point. And the fact that you have done a lot of really great things, and to look back and congratulate yourself in some way, to honor yourself in some way. It's not always about, what you're missing or what you're not getting to or what you aren't, accomplishing, but looking back and saying, hey, look at all the things I've done well. Look at all the things that, I've really, really worked hard at and really built in my life. If you look around and see what you've built in your life and the good that's there, that's because of the hard work and the effort and the challenges and the risks that you've walked through and taken. So just a beautiful card. And with that snake energy, especially paired with the death card, which also has that snake energy today. Can't get these cards in focus. I tried a weird camera setting. It's like, okay, I can get them in focus. But with that snake energy really coming through in a very visible way in these cards, I would just offer that there are some things to let go. Snake energy is about shedding old skins and releasing things that just are holding us back or don't feel aligned anymore. If there's a relationship, there's a job, even on a bigger scale, or a marriage or something that feels just like it's not fitting anymore, maybe start putting some steps in place this month to start stepping away from that energy or that person or that job or that even that security, and letting yourself start to explore what else is there and what else might be possible. So beautiful reading for you, Aries folks.